check.
There we go.
Excuse my French. Good morning, Des. How are you doing? No, I have not. I tried to call and it goes straight to voicemail. I was almost tempted to call the hospitals down there. Breaker 19, good morning. Yeah, try to type in all caps if you can, because it's hard to see. Turn the clicking ones off here. Steven, how you doing? Wait on me, I guess I'll wait on him. Oh, now he opened his eyes. He's a team player. Excuse me. Be a little shaky here for a little bit because roads are kind of rough through here. Yeah, there was another truck at the gate in the entrance. I think he noticed. So yeah, we're going down to Tulsa. Be a nice quiet ride, no rush hour traffic. I could have went down to western Kansas. I passed that up. Rather come down through the countryside. As well. She has not come to bed. Right there, that's on the left side there, that's a Phillips 66 fuel depot. Fill up. Slow down just a little bit. Mike Hall, what's up? You know, I've had that said to me before. Alright, sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping maybe David would want to drop in, you know. This morning on the live at least. I don't know, maybe he's training. Maybe he's doing a lot of training or something. And he can't jump on, you know what I'm saying? I hope he's alright. I know he's going through a tough time right now and stuff. So. Been there, done that, right, Mike? Hope you're feeling better today. I need to call you later on and give you Marty's, the driver's phone number. Because I told him last night, he said, he just feels like he needs to get away. And I said, well, you've got a key to the shop. I said, come on over to the shop. Mess around a little bit, you know. Sit, relax, watch the TV out there. I need to find another refrigerator for the shop. I need to actually clean the old refrigerator out. Decide if I'm actually going to use it for storage. I think I'm going to. My welding rods in there. Store WD-40, glass cleaner, rags, stuff like that. Can you hear me okay? Is my headset hooked up? Rebecca, good morning. I forgot to ask that question, Mike, if you guys can hear me. I figured I'd come on till two people on the couch were live for a while. Excuse me. I passed up the honey buns this morning, which is unusual. I've got some hard-boiled eggs with me. Need a sip of coffee here. Rebecca, I hope that helped you a little bit. I'm glad you got your envelope in the mail. That was really neat. I enjoy doing stuff like that. I need to do it more often. And did I hear that you are going down to 10 Killer? Or you're still trying to work it out? I can't remember. Awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, if people are going to use StreamYard, you know, going live down there, I can join in probably wherever I'm at, and because we'll be in Florida. canvas on the tent trailer this weekend. It's only going to be like in the 40s, I think, which is fine. I can work out the shop with that, as long as it's not freezing, you know. Mike, I'll get a, you're still in here, I'll get a hold of you here in a little bit. And I'll shoot your party's phone number. Excuse me. That driver's phone number. And vice versa. Really windy this morning. I think it's coming out of the south. Backroads Freedom. Didn't he say he was coming up this way for spring break or something? Spend some time with his son. I'm gonna plug my phone in. It might get a little shaky here for a second. There. Hopefully it's charging now. If you're still in here, I watched his last video about his medium mod, and I didn't realize there was 3 little ports underneath the medium mod microphone, 2 plug-in microphones. I guess I didn't look at it close enough. You know, when you get those things and you open up those little books and the print is so small, you need a magnifying glass to actually read it. And then you got to find which side of it's English instead of a foreign language, you know. not like a washing machine. You know, when you get the washing machine, you tear out, you know, the instructions on how to set it up. It's in large print, you know. But I watched that Backroads Freedom video last video on a media pod, and I was like, wow, I actually learned something. Thank you. Nice. Seems like the kind of guy I could party with, you know, back in the day. 20 years ago. It was 20 years ago. I don't know how old he was. Probably a lot younger than me. There's IKEA there on the left. Y'all see that? I have never been in there. Mike might have delivered there a few times. I don't know. This man. Alright. 63 miles an hour. A lot of car dealers down here on the right. Porsche. Right now we're in Kansas. Down Oklahoma. This car is yeah, we'll be running down through Kansas. I talked to my son, and he was, I don't know, maybe an hour south of the city. Drives video. He said he was running into the rain, and the way the sky looks, it's probably going to be raining. I got a big trip planned that I'm planning the end of the month. Pretty excited about it. There's a couple people excited about me coming down that way. Lives in Kansas. Yeah. Whereabouts, Rebecca? Kansas is a big, wide open state, too. Yeah, I run down through Chanute, Coffeyville. These guys. Yeah, I run down through is. First town is Garnett. Should do. The last town I go to is Coffeyville, Kansas, and then we'll go down to is that Nowata, Talala, Wasso, Lugana. Also, disconnected. Yep, it's starting to sprinkle. What's that say? Spring break road trip? Question mark? Buckle up. Hopefully this doesn't last all day. We've been running misty, cloudy, rainy stuff all week. Makes for a long, well, it just, you all know how it is when it's raining outside, you're stuck inside, it's like, gosh, I wish I could go outside. Degrees, overcast, with a little bit of rain. that helped. But I had to stop behind him, of course. Kind of letting you know where they were, you know. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. Good morning. I called down there to the city of El Reno yesterday. Got information. I'll give you a shout later on this afternoon or tomorrow. Flashing lights over at the truck stop. What's going on? Oh, there he goes down. Excuse me. Let's see here. It's not. Ah.
How about now? Let's try this.
Hang on.
There, it should be connected now. I have my charger plugged into it, so it should be working now. Ah, good. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. It was hooked up originally, but being plugged in on charger, it must have couldn't get a better truck, a quieter truck. Okay. I should have rinsed my eyes out a little bit better. You know how it is when you first wake up, you got stuff around your eyes. I don't know. What do you call them? Eye boogers. There you go. Is Deb awake yet, Mark? Is she in the the dressing room, I should say, for the show? Oh, this guy's gonna take the front end of this truck off. Look at this. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at this guy. He couldn't turn any wider. Are you kidding me? That was funny. It's the same company too. What an idiot. Wow. Did you guys see that? That guy wouldn't even back up. But the first guy making the turn should have turned wider. She's not in the makeup room yet. We had a driver years ago when I first started. His handle was rock and roll, and he was a big '50s fan. Yeah, lazy steering. Um, and before he came to work here, he actually drove truck hauling the studios, or what do you call them? The trailers, and they'd have like four doors, for like movie sets for different people, could go in there and get their makeup done or whatever. Boy, the stories he used to tell on the CB radio. May he rest in peace, rock and roll. I learned quite a bit from him as far as loading freight and stuff, watching him. He did some crazy stuff, but yeah. This guy would load trailers up north, and he'd load 30, 35,000, 40,000 pounds on a pup. And that freight was so tight in that trailer. I mean, it's crazy. And you're not supposed to do that. Just to get it back to Kansas City, and uh, the guy would run around the scale house if it was open with a set. Go on the 2 lane to avoid getting pulled into the scales. I mean, it was nuts. I'm trying to get over here. Got a couple more stoplights, and we get past here. You all can move your tray tables back down and talk amongst yourselves. Look out the window, uh, and charge your cell phones. It's here. Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet it is, Mark. Man, that wind is, I can feel it. It's blowing. I don't see the trees moving, though. Now I get down here, I can turn my wipers off. All these places right here on the right used to be farmland, and they're building houses in there. I just, big housing addition. Nothing's wrong if nothing happens. Yeah. Yesterday, I was crossing the state line in Kansas, and I heard on the CB that somebody was saying something about cows at the state line. I thought, oh boy, here we go. And I get through town, I get down there, and sure enough, I look off to the right, and there's cows. There's a floodplain right there. Back when the floods were going on big time. Hey, full blown country, what's going on? Uh, I look over and there's cows out in this grass, and there's like 4 or 5 of them coming up the bank of the ditch, and these look like bred cows, right? They didn't have calves at their side; they were bred cows. So when those 2 or 3 come up the ditch towards the shoulder of the road, I blew my horn, and they turned around. Their tails are up in the air, and they're bucking. And thanks for coming in, full blown country. That's Pooch. right? Yeah. Uh, and I almost called the sale. There's a sale barn down there, South Coffeeville, and I almost called the sale barn, but I'm sure somebody already called the police, you know. And I come back up through there, and of course they were gone. They must have got them taken care of. Give them cowboys something to do on horseback down there. Of course, if you went out there with a feed bucket and shook that feed bucket, they would probably follow you. You know. There's a couple of days there. I think I was talking to Mike on the phone, and I told him there's a calf out right along the highway. And I said, well, no wonder there's a calf out. That fence is all tore up. I don't even think that fence would have kept a goat in. We might go live again tomorrow or something with Miss Linda. I don't know. I got to do some work out in the shop on the canvas on my tent trailer, and I've got to go find some different tires for the tent trailer because I'm not real pleased with those tires that are on it. They almost, if I look at them closer, if my memory serves me right, they almost look like a knobby bicycle tire, and I don't like that. That was a bad joke. I missed it. There we go. Turn the wipers off now. Yeah, we just went through the last stoplight back there, so y'all can put your tray tables down if you want. If you need to use the restroom, go ahead and go use the restroom. But there is no smoking. Oh, okay. I don't think that fence would keep a goat in, right? Another story here, real quick. On the way back, I had got north of Garnett, Kansas, and it's all 2 lane up through there. And I looked in my mirror and I seen him coming. It was a livestock hauler, cattle pot, running a Peterbilt, and I was behind a truck doing 63 miles an hour. It was JB Hunt, and I got on the radio and I said, "Hey," I says, "I'll back out of it so you can come around me, and then you can blow his doors off." He goes, "No problem. We can all work together." We come up to a spot where there's like a merging lane from another road, so I backed out of it, let him around. And I guess the coast was clear because he kept the coals going into that motor, and he was a hammering on it. Yeah. Mike says, please keep the flight attendants and your tray tables in the upright position. And I says, man, you really put the coals to that fire. And he goes, well, we run pretty good when we're empty. I need to get on that. Oh, there's that one site. I think Empty Homestead turned me on to it. That was uh, Canva, I think it's called. I need to do some more research on that, how to come up with a another logo for T-shirts and stuff. Need to talk to Critter Creek. Truckers talk language. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hammer down. Y'all go to my Facebook page. There's an old video that somebody posted, and I shared it to my truck driver friend. And it was back in the, gosh, probably back in the 70s or something. Those rock haulers are the ones they think they're speed. Yeah, but if you go, hey Melinda, good to see you. But if you see that, if you go check out that video on that Facebook, it was awesome. Old cab over bull haulers, and talking about how they what age they started driving, and it's a really neat video. My truck driver friend that's been driving all his life, I think he really enjoyed it because he commented on it and stuff. Let's see here. Everybody, watch out for David Hood's on here because he's been missing for a few days. I saw a video last night. I'm not going to talk about it very much. I'm not going to mention names or anything, but uh, you all probably seen it. And if y'all follow David, and he went on a motorcycle ride and posted on his community tab this one place, and somebody commented a certain word on that picture. Okay, there last couple of days, and it just made me shake my head. I thought, you know, I mean, he felt bad. He felt kind of bad about it. And it was just one picture, and it, I just, it just kind of irritated me. The way these people were walking around and whatnot, and then you know nothing's been said in the comments about uh, this one person didn't comment anything, you know, about them being there and walking around and trespassing, and you know, I just, oh come on. Well, good, you slowed down. Thank you. Yes. Yep. That's yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys, there's a lot of memories, and stuff there. I mean, uh, it's cool. It's pretty cool, you know. I mean, I don't know where the place is. I would I purchase that? No, I wouldn't. I'd make a deer hunting lodge out of it or something, you know. Put a feeder up at the end of the road there, deer hunt in the fall or something, you know. That'd make a really good deer blind. Camouflage it. You could, you know, my buddy up in northern Missouri and I have always talked about making a blind or up there where you could actually put a propane wall heater on in there, and then you could wake up. Thanks, Mark. Same here. You know, you could wake up, make make a cup of coffee, sit in a chair, and sit in a chair and drink your coffee and wait. You know, but I don't know. I guess you could call it hunting. I mean, for guys like my age and my buddy's age, that'd be pretty cool. You know. But there again, I like sitting up in a tree 20 feet in the air, harnessed in, and waiting. You know, I've had them walk right underneath me, not even know I was there. Now, if there was a slight breeze blowing and they got downwind of me, they might, you know, smell me and then stop and look around. But but yeah, I don't talk about it very much. But I was just kind of irritated last night, you know, when I was, and I did comment, but I commented something, you know, that I, I wouldn't purchase it. Line of trucks right there. I wonder what the other deal is. Somebody moving? Sometimes you'll see a U-Haul or 3 or 4 pickups with stuff in the back, and somebody's moving. Yeah, they're all getting off that exit back there. I think that's what it is. Huh. But I try to comment on everyone's video. You know, whether I mean whether I give my opinion, I don't mean nothing bad. You know, I don't ever comment anything bad. It's just I give my opinions, or I say great video and whatnot. You know, I follow some barbecue channels that smoke meats and stuff like that. I learned a little bit off of there. I got to get a hold of my buddy of mine over. That he's big into smoking. I got a bunch of beef short ribs that I need to give him some short ribs and have him smoke them. And there's a lot of water down there. We getting lots of rain, y'all. It's 40 right now. It's probably going to be 50, 55, 60 down there in Tulsa today. I should be down there in about 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, probably about 11:30, I'd imagine. 11:30, 12 o'clock. About lunchtime. Maybe I'll run down there to Wendy's down the street before I leave. Give me a Wendy's double cheeseburger or a Whataburger. Whataburger's right there too. And of course, if I want Whataburger, all I do is go. They've got them up here. Elizabeth, good morning. Figured I'd come on for a while, Elizabeth, since we haven't seen anything out of Hoods for a while. Kind of hoping he joins in. Well, kind of. Yeah, I'm hoping he comes on. Maybe I should have tagged his channel on the deal here. It's supposed to get up to 87 today. Wreck on a busy street. Yeah, I should have tagged his channel on my on the description. Maybe he would have jumped on. By the time you get home, you should be chilly. What? You should be active to gas, Miss Linda. Hmm. I don't have chili. You got some chili? Yeah, it's like a competition for us, you know. I had hard boiled eggs yesterday. I got four with me today. In fact, I need to turn. I need to close my cooler. There's some bumps. Yeah, she makes some good chili. She made. Yeah, she makes some really good chili. Shoot, we're thinking about doing a. I don't know if we can still do it. I think we can. Oh, at Wendy's. I get it. Yeah, Wendy's chili. Uh, Wendy's hamburgers. That was my first paycheck job when I was like 16 years old. 15. Well, I was probably, yeah, I think I was 16. That was fun. And it's true. They have meat on the grill all the time. They have different temperatures on the grill. Like, if I remember right, because I used to run the grill, your first per to the right, and then it's low heat, medium heat, high heat, right to left. And if it was on the grill too long, on the high end, then they put it into a stainless steel bat, bucket, or whatever. And then when it gets full, they take it in the back, and then they chop it up, and then that's what they use the meat in their chili. What was I talking about? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, uh, I was asked to do a collaboration, uh, Angler April. So we're in March. Yeah, this is March, right? Yeah. So we're thinking about doing that because Miss Linda loves to cook. So 9 Acre Family Farms is heading that up, and he sent me the information. I just got to take the time and call him or tell him we'll go ahead and do it. And I don't know how all that works. I think it'd be fun to do it. Miss Linda and I doing a video together, cooking, you know, something. So yeah, we'll stay on. I don't know. We'll stay on another 15 minutes to a half hour, and then everybody go over to two old people on a couch. Watch that. Watch that show. I'm interested to see where Ned's at today. 'Cause last week, I think he was over in Wuhan where he was had a spray bottle or something. He was disinfecting people or something. I don't know. It was funny. I went back last night and watched some old videos from Backwoods Mindset uh, of his customer service stuff, and that was pretty cool. I do know they got the Empty Homestead 10 Killer Meetup coming up, and we're going to be on vacation. But I know there's another channel that's doing another one down at Stockton. Simply Jan Homestead, I think, is heading that one up, and I think I'm going to take a day trip on that one. And I've I've got a screenshot on my phone of the dates of that, and I'm not sure when that one is. You like that, Elizabeth? Because it's hooked up to my Bluetooth my parrot, my headset, and it just comes on when I talk, right? Because it's noise canceling or whatever. I got to turn the furnace down. There. I there's a lot of neat little properties along here, but I don't know if I'd live over here in Kansas because I got a buddy that used to have 40 acres over down by Pleasanton, Kansas, and he lived there about 3 or 4 years, and he had to get out of there because the taxes were so darn high. And he moved back to Missouri where the taxes were a little cheaper. Oh, there's a horse out there by itself. But if you go to Backwoods Mindset and search his videos there for customer service, it's probably been, what, 8 months ago or something like that. I really enjoy those. There's some bright lights. They got five likes, 3 people. Well, we had 7 people in here a minute ago. property for sale there on the left. I don't know how many acres that would be, but it'd be expensive being right here by the road. I used to take Sunday drives sometimes and drive like the gravel roads and not even know where I was going. If I didn't have if I had another motorcycle that was like one of those, like a Pan America. Hey, Josh, it's good to be back home. I bet it is. Uh, like one of those Pan America bikes. Looks like a enduro, I think. If I had one of those, I wouldn't mind running around on the back roads, the gravel roads and stuff. Did you have a long night, Josh? Where'd you end up going? Here's a fifth wheel camper up here for sale if anybody's looking for one. Been sitting there for a little while. I think it's got a couple slide outs on it. It's a Cougar fifth wheel camper. Huh. A Cougar fifth wheel camper. The birds are diving around there. Big blackbirds. Those are crows or what they was. Tulsa. Yeah. You didn't come this way, did you? You probably took the big roads. Got a car behind me just riding my tail. Can barely see it. So, if it's clear, I'm going to move over. I don't understand why people want to do that. He backed off a hair. Yep. Hold on there, car. Now you can go. I'll even let him. I'll even throw on a signal on. Go. Come on. Go. No. All right. No, they just backed off. Okay. I mean, if you're getting ready to pass me, I don't mind. Just make it so I can see you out of my mirror, you know? But if you're just going to ride my tail, I mean, I could blow a tire, blow a cap off that rear tire and end up on your windshield, you know? I'm not saying I'm going to blow a tire. I'm just saying if, you know? See, now it's going to get narrow. And he's back up there again. All right, come on. Well, nope, he's going to have to wait again. He's not looking yet. What I think is really neat is seeing some of these old farms uh, for corners. They would take fencing wire and put it in a circle, and then pile the rocks that they pick up in that deal, and then they would run their corners that way. It's kind of like a natural corner brace for the fence because it's so heavy when they stretch that wire. And then out in Kansas, they used uh, rock posts. It was a post that they would carve out of the rock out there. Might be 8 foot long, stick it in the ground, and there you got a post. Like a 4x4, but it's rock, or a 6x6. Okay, this little town here, I gotta do 55 through here. Sometimes there's a county or state state cop sitting up here, so I slow her down. A little squatchy. Yeah, that'd be fun to do is find out. I know there's a website and I can't remember what it is, BFRO or something like that. I think it's called Bigfoot Research Organization. They actually do real-time sightings and map it out on a map. Like hot spots. Of course, I kind of like to keep an open mind. You know, Man, it's like the first most the first pictures, especially of movie pictures, was down there in what, Texas? Those two guys were on horseback and they had a I don't know, they had a camera with them or something. I can't remember what year that was. What, in the 50s, something like that. And I I don't know. It's weird because I just sit there and think about it. Who back then would have thought of something like that, and have a something made up and took the time to do that. Like that, a big. I think she the thing was a female. You know, it's a good thing it wasn't me back then, because if that was a female, she probably would have been chasing me. You know, especially when I was back in my 20s. So yeah, it's like there's so much evidence and stuff, you know. And yeah, back in my 20s, you know, I when I was rodeoing and stuff, yeah, there were some gals that kind of looked like, you know, resembled that, you know, kind of scared me. The places I'd go in, it was kind of dark, you know. Couldn't get a good look at them until the lights came on. Man, we're doing good. 8 o'clock. We got 30 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Pickup Truck. Hey, he waved at me. He must be going for morning breakfast or coffee. There's a truck stop down here. I've stopped in a couple times in the mornings, and there'll be about 6 guys sitting around the coffee table in there telling lies and drinking coffee. The old farm here on the left. Wish I could show y'all. 77 minutes. Winter wheat's really coming up too. You always tell those fields because they were really, really green. I planted some. Well, I didn't plant it. I spread some grass seed out there in my yard before we had the ice storm, and I'm hoping my chickens didn't eat most of it. I'm hoping it got in the ground. I'm gonna have to take a walk out there and take a look. Y'all see that dark green there on the left? That's winter wheat. Look at this guy. Oh, he went straight across. Up here on the right, there is a uh, plant up here for. Oh my gosh! Now my brain just took a nosedive for a second. Ethanol, right there in front of us. Wish everything was green. Yeah, me too. East Kansas Agri Energy. There's another place up here past the truck stop. You'll kind of see it. Uh, and this place recently was built. I don't know, probably 10 years ago, maybe. I don't know. It wasn't there 10, 12 years ago, but it's a lumber yard and they build sheds and tiny houses and stuff. I'd like to stop and or even take a bike ride down here and look at them. All right. That big brown building you see right there, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know how long ago they put that in there. All right, what are you doing? Pick up. I got to stop, see which way he's going. Good deal. Thank you. And I'm going to let this car behind me, or this pickup behind me, go around me. Let him go. But if you look right there to the right, there's a bunch of sheds and tiny homes. There we go. Pretty neat. Maybe Miss Linda and I can take a motorcycle ride down here. Take a look at them. I'd have to have a tiny home, then I would have to have a she shed for her crafting stuff, and then I would have to have a Morton building shop with a concrete floor, keep all my tools in. We will jump off of here at 8:15, and we'll all go to two old people on a couch, watch them. That's where I get my news. I told a friend of mine this week, he listens to, what is it? The news stations, not the C one, MS. I think it's MSNBC or something like that. And he fills me in on stuff that's going on, and I just quit listening to it because it's just too political. And I listen to Mark and Deb, watch them, get my news from them. Let's see here. What's behind me now? Car pulling a little U-Haul trailer, looks like. I can't tell. That red barn on the right, I remember when it was just a little old junky barn. It's a secondhand hardware, it's called. 3 more minutes, y'all. I think I'm up to 550 subs now. I appreciate y'all that recently subscribed and sticking with me and enjoying the content, the videos. There's a real old house right over there. That's kind of neat. But yeah, surprised my mother wasn't in here commenting yet. I'll have to call her up, wake her up. Must be okay. Elizabeth says, I'm the crazy Bigfoot lady. Melinda Dobson, maybe trying to catch your tailwind. Yeah, they're still back there. They rebuilt this part of the road uh, last year. This was all closed down, but there's one part in this road that used to dip down. I think it was right there. I'm not sure, but it's either there or up here, a little way up over here. This next one, but it used to be really narrow. There used not to be a shoulder like you see here. It used to be really narrow, like it was back there. And there was a spot in this road up here, which I think is over this next rise, that was prone to accidents, big truck accidents. A couple of times there's a couple of cattle pots that crashed there, which shut the interstate or shut the highway down. And they finally got the funds to fix it, I guess. Of course, it's been like this, it's been like that for 40, 50 years, Yeah, it was back there. Well, we'll jump off here. 15 minutes. Y'all go over to Two Old People on a Couch. They'll be live. Oh, got a car up here on the shoulder. Let's see here. Yeah, he's got an orange sticker on the back, looks like. Somebody must have got in trouble last night. So, yep. All right, y'all. Well, have a good day, and thanks for coming on the live here for a little bit. I guess Hoods is not going to come in. I wish I would have tagged him on it. Maybe he would have jumped on there. We don't see anything out of him here in a little bit. I'm going to, or this weekend, I might end up calling the hospitals down there. I wish I had his home address. I'd ride the bike down there because I'm worried about him. He's a good guy. So, y'all stay out of trouble. Say hi to a stranger, and we'll see you over there on Two Old People on the Couch. Y'all say bye. Give it a big thumbs up.